Hi, my name is Michael, and this is Solving Mathematics with Michael. Good day everyone! In today's video, we're going to be discussing on the topic about conic sections in solving from general equation to standard form of a circle. Let's begin, shall we? Let's introduce to you first the equations of both the general and standard form of a circle. The general equation of a circle is presented as x squared plus y squared plus dx plus ey plus f equals 0. We can say it's a circle if both x squared and y squared have the same coefficient and the same sign. On the latter, the standard equation of a circle is presented as x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Now here we have two examples of general equation of a circle. Each one will be turning them into standard form. Let's start with example number 1. Something looks off. Let's compare this equation to the general equation. Notice how y squared is first instead of x squared. The arrangement is all mixed up. How are we going to do it? Simply rearrange the terms the same as the equation. Our x squared is positive 9x squared followed by positive 9y squared. Dx is negative 36x. Ey is negative 108y. Our f is positive 72, and then write down equals 0. To transform general equation into standard form, we're going to do it by completing the square. Are we going to start completing the square? We cannot because x squared and y squared have the same coefficient 9. We must remove them in order to proceed. To remove them, we'll have to divide each and every term by 9 so that we're left with x squared and y squared. 9x squared divided by 9, we'll just have to cancel 9 and left with x squared. Same with 9y squared. Negative 36x divided by 9 is equals to negative 4x. Negative 108y divided by 9 is equal to negative 12y. Positive 72 divided by 9 is equals to 8. 0 divided by 9 is equals to 0. Now, we can proceed. What you want to do first is to combine like terms so that we can produce a perfect square trinomial. X squared and negative 4x are like terms, so let's put them together and then add a space next to it. Same goes with y squared and negative 12y. Next is to transpose the constant to the right. Positive 8 will become negative 8. The answer of our third term in our perfect square trinomial will also get added with the constant. Then we need to divide the coefficient from each of the second terms in our perfect square trinomial by 2 and square them. Negative 4 divided by 2 is equal to negative 2. Negative 2 squared is equals to positive 4. Negative 12 divided by 2 is equals to negative 6. Negative 6 squared is equals to positive 36. Put the two answers into the third terms in our perfect square trinomial respectively. Add the answers to the constant on the right. Add all the answers from the right side. Negative 8 plus 4 plus 36 is equals to positive 32. Now it's time to transform into standard form. Here's a little shortcut or technique to do it. Copy the variable x, copy the sign of the second term which is negative, square root the third term. Square root of 4 is equals to positive 2. Enclose it with parentheses and then add a square. Plus, then do the same with the other trinomial. Copy the variable y, copy the sign of the second term which is negative, square root the third term. Square root of 36 is equals to positive 6. Enclose it with parentheses and then add a square. Copy equals 32. Finally, square root 32. Can still be simplified even if it's not a perfect square. You could either use your scientific calculator to further simplify it instantly or simplify it by using factors. Factors of square root of 32 are square root of 16 and square root of 2. Since 16 is a perfect square root it and it will form a whole number 4. then combine them together. The simplified form of square root of 32 is 4 square root of 2, and then enclose it with parentheses and add a square. So our final answer is x minus 2 squared plus y minus 6 squared equals 4 square root of 2 squared. Note, some square roots like square root of 15 and or square root of 29 can't be simplified further. So 15 and or 29 will be our final answer for R. Example number 1 is done. Now on to example number 2. Here, things might get a bit harder. The arrangement is all messed up, so let's rearrange them the same as the general equation. We need to transpose negative 5x squared minus 5y squared to the left. Negative 5x squared minus 5y squared will now be positive 5x squared plus 5y squared. There's a coefficient between x squared and y squared. Divide every term by 5 to remove it. 26x, 38y, and 58 cannot be divided by 5. Don't worry, we'll just leave them as fractions. So it'll be 26 over 5x, 38 over 5y, and 58 over 5. And 0 divided by 5 is equals to 0. Transpose the constant to the right. 58 over 5 will become negative 58 over 5. Combine like terms to produce a perfect square trinomial. The answer of our third term in our perfect square trinomial will also get added with the constant. Divide the coefficient from each of the second terms by 2 and square them. 26 over 5 divided by 2 is equals to 13 over 5. 13 over 5 squared is equals to 169 over 25. 38 over 5 divided by 2 is equals to 19 over 5. 19 over 5 squared is equals to 361 over 25. Add the answers to the constant at the right. Add all the numbers at the right side. Negative 58 over 5 plus 169 over 25 plus 361 over 25 is equals to positive 48 over 5. Now we can transform it into standard form. Copy the variable x, copy the sign of the second term, which is positive, square root the third term. Square root of 169 over 25 is equals to 13 over 5. Enclose it with parentheses and then add a square. Plus, and do the same with the other trinomial. Copy the variable y, copy the sign of the second term, which is positive, square root the third term. Square root of 361 over 25 is equals to 19 over 5. Enclose it with parentheses and then add a square. Copy equals 48 over 5. Finally, square root 48 over 5. Use a scientific calculator to solve it instantly. You now have the simplified form of 48 over 5, which is 4 square root of 15 over 5. Then enclose it with parentheses and add a square. So our final answer is x plus 13 over 5 squared plus y plus 19 over 5 squared equals 4 square root of 15 over 5 squared. Looks like all of our examples have been transformed into standard form. Thus, we now accomplish and learn on how to solve from general equation to standard form of a circle. We have reached the end of this tutorial. Keep on practicing to solve this topic so that you will master it for good. One day, you will reach your dream to be the best you can be. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.